Hello, my name is Lindsay Mitchell, and my topic for this debate is Section 8 housing, and I will be debating on the pro side. Section 8 housing was established in 1974, and it was established to help the elderly, low income families, and people that are disabled afford quality housing. Once a tenant is approved for Section 8 housing, the landlord will receive a voucher from the HUD each month, and that voucher will be at a set amount of money. Let's say, for example, the landlord wanted to charge 1,300 every month for rent, and the voucher covered 1,200 of that rent. The tenant would only end up paying $100 out of their pocket each month for their rent. A couple of pros to Section 8 housing is pre-screened tenants. Tenants are often drug tested or background checked, and they're not looking for exact specifics, but they are looking for if this tenant is known to have disorderly conduct, if this tenant could be a danger to anybody within their society or community. Just basic, simple things. Another one would be that there is no competition on these websites. So you have to go to a specific website to find or section to find the Section 8 housing, and listed on there are only the landlords that have approved for Section 8 housing, and they are getting advertisement. They are getting away from their competition and having their housing looked at specifically. Another one is annual inspections, and these inspections are just making sure that there are no leaks or cracks or breaks in the houses, and that everything is still up to code for the HUD. And if the code have changed or the standards have changed, then obviously they would be known beforehand, and they would have the time to update it before the annual inspections. And some landlords can see this as a negative because it's every year, it's yearly, but if you are keeping a house that is up to date and that is a great quality living environment, then you shouldn't really have to worry about this. Some of the cons that you can see would be a delay in the first month's rent. That's just how the voucher works. I'm not exactly sure why the voucher works like that, but you're still guaranteed to get paid. What I'm trying to say is you're still guaranteed to pay. Um, as far as the pricing for the tenants and the landlords can only set a price that is HUD approved. So if the HUD puts a cap at $1,500 for the rents, and the landlord maybe wanted $1,600, they cannot go above that $105,000 if they want their housing to be listed under the Section 8 housing, which you would lose out on about $100 in that specific situation. You would lose out on about $100, but you would also lose out on a lot more if your house stayed vacant for a longer period of time. And let's say it took 5 more months for another tenant to move in. That's 5 months of rent that you could have been getting, just $100 less than what you originally wanted. There is a specific stereotype that could be seen as a con. The stereotype is that mostly African Americans are on Section 8 housing, which the stereotype is not true at all, completely. There are actually 49% Caucasians that are currently enrolled in Section 8 housing, and 33% African Americans and 13% Hispanics. So there is no problem with Section 8 housing. It shouldn't be seen as a con.